Yo tout le monde, ici c'est Chris Iconic et je suis avec la nouvelle génération de chanteuses anglaises, Mahalia. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Perfect. And I'm with Hamzaa. Not,
hello.
Yes, not our Hamzaa because we have another Hamzaa here. This is Hamzaa with 2A.
Yes, Hamzaa with 2A.
Exactly. So I'm gonna be crystal clear with you. I discovered your music last month.
Really?
And to be really honest, just as we say here, it was a slap. I just listened to both of your projects, and that's why I don't know about the, you know, the rumor that you told me about Kendrick Lamar, because I just know your project and your project, and I really liked it. And just let me know, how did you start with the music? When you,
I mean,
yeah,
you go. Should I go first?
Yeah.
You got a bit of a longer.
Yeah, you were signed at 30 years old, right?
Yeah. So I started writing when I was like 11. Like properly started writing with like my guitar, and then it was all a bit quick. Like I was writing songs, I was doing open mics, I was kind of doing stuff to like just kind of, you know, start kind of putting my name out there. And then I got signed. I got signed really early. I was 13.
Yeah.
So I got signed 2 years after
you start.
Yeah, it
really
was like it was
seriously.
proper quick.
That's kind of crazy to take music that serious at this age.
Yeah.
Have a big brother or somebody around you who told you, okay, you're a star, you should take music seriously, or
no,
just
no.
you?
Well, I've got two big brothers
Alright.
and two like amazing parents.
All right.
But no, like if anything, my parents, when I was a kid, if I was singing in the house, they'd tell me to get out of the room because I was watching TV or they was eating dinner or whatever it was. So no, I never really had that. Everybody's so supportive, and my parents definitely kind of pushed me to not in a negative way. But
No, the right way, right?
Yeah, and like
you're young, you have a
well.
talent, and they just told you, okay, you have to go 100% in it.
Yeah.
To be great. Yeah.
But I think, like, I've always been a really serious person anyway, like in life, in my career, in school, in relationships, so it made sense that happened. And then I got signed, and then I slowed down quite a lot because I wanted to stay at school, and then now I'm here, and I've been signed now for nearly 8 years.
8 years, wow, that's great. And you, Hamzaa?
Yes.
The first song that I listened to you was London.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I used to live in London for 2 years. So really what was really interesting for me in your music, this is the realness.
Yeah.
This is the realness, because I just came back from LA, as I told you before the interview, and everything is a little bit fake there.
Right.
And I listened to a lot of music, sorry, but I'm gonna be straight up. And your music was so real, and even when I saw the visuals, can you tell me how does it work? How you get the idea? Yeah.
Well, for me, I think it's just you have to really be honest in your music, and I think that will come if you're honest in your music. It will come across real, whether it's like a really colourful, bright, dolled up video, or whether it's just like a earthy, down to earth kind of like home film type of video. If you're honest in the music, then it will always feel real. That's personally what I think. So yeah, London was just like, I wanted it to feel as real as possible. So I got people who I think are doing amazing things right now in London, and that are kind of coming up and just from London and just doing, not whether it's like writing, a journalist, a photographer, or an artist. I just wanted to kind of have those people represented in a video. Just because that's what London, for me, that's my London.
This is exactly what I have seen when I was there. That's why I really love the music.
Thank you.
And you say a lot of things in these tracks. You talk about racism, you talk about a lot of those things. Can you tell me more about your perception of London? Do you liked it? I think you liked it.
Yeah, I love London.
But the bad side of London.
I think it's I wouldn't say bad. I say the flawed side. I feel like there's things about the people of London and people in London that we are yet to kind of work on and as people come together on. But with that being said, there's still a lot of great things about London, and so it's about the balance, really. It's not just like, oh, I hate this, I hate that.
Just tell the truth, what
exactly.
you felt.
Because wherever you're from, there's gonna be those things that you hate and that you don't really like about your city. But I just love it.
And you're not from Birmingham? You're from
Leicester.
Leicester. Okay, Leicester is more in the north, right?
Yeah, it's like it's actually Birmingham's West Midlands.
All right.
And Leicester is East Midlands.
East Midlands.
So it's like 45 miles east of Birmingham.
All right.
And Leicester's great.
Okay.
It's a little bit small-minded, and particularly the place that I'm from, it's not very forward-thinking. People are still kind of back in the day.
Kind of thinking, yeah.
And so I had to leave. So I did move to Birmingham when I was 14.
All right.
And I lived there for 4 years. Then when I was 18, I moved to London for a year. Lived in London for a year. Hated it actually for the first year.
Okay, you hated London?
Hated it, but purely because
your family was very
my family was far away, my friends were far away. If you're not from London, you can definitely feel like a foreigner. And it's like, and I really, really felt like an alien. I was like, I don't know where I am. And I didn't feel like people were warm to me. And also, I didn't have any money.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have any money, and I had no money with nobody to support me.
All right.
So trying to do that in London is really difficult. So I moved back to Leicester for a year and a half, and then moved back to London finally last year.
All right.
And I love it.
Okay, great. And globally, do you, because what I'm seeing right now is like a lot of great singers from the UK start to really blow up internationally.
Yeah.
I was in the BET Awards a couple of weeks ago, and I saw Ella May won an award at the BET Awards. So you guys, are you thinking to be international, or Europe is great?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's like, if global. I feel like it's not like, tomorrow I have to be selling records in like
international,
wherever it might be, but the goal is to be global, and not necessarily to sell to like reach all the top of all the charts, but to actually just have a big reach. I think for me that's important. Just like being in the places where it's just access, basically. More people having access to your music. I think that's the key thing to get into the top, because you could have, we were literally speaking about this earlier, like you could have like the best single of the year in every country in the world, but that's only one song. And you want to create a reach, just keep expanding, rather than going like that and then coming back in. You want to go out like this and just stay like that, so that all this area is covered. Everything is covered, rather than just like and
nobody hear from you after that.
Exactly.
And you, what do you think about that?
Totally. I mean, I think the dream for all of us is to go global. I definitely think, as an artist, you have to understand if that's going to happen.
Yes.
So sometimes it's like, because I know, like, we know a lot of UK artists, especially, who have such a UK-centric sound. That actually it's probably not going to go global. So I think as artists we're always thinking of how to make sure that we do that. Exactly. While staying authentic.
Exactly.
But Hamzaa's totally right. It's like, you need to, I think for us too especially, it's about building the foundation, and it's about bringing people in slowly, so that by the time I'm 30 I can say I've got 3 albums out that I'm really proud of, and I'm a career artist. I have a career. There are so many artists now who put one song out, go crazy, and then you don't hear from them again. And I don't want to be that. And
I think this is what is really difficult for you guys when you're from the UK. You have the opportunity to hit the US because you have the language, you have the sound and everything. But before, I can think of Greg David, which I love as a musician when I was younger. He tried to go global, and it was very difficult for him because he tried to be like the American artist at his second album, and it was very difficult for him. And what is really interesting since the 10 past years is like UK artists can stay who they are and be global. I can think of Skepta, I can think of Amy Winehouse. I think you guys are very influenced by her, and I think this is what is really interesting for you. Are you agree?
Definitely, but I think I actually do agree, but I disagree in the sense that I definitely feel like there's a space, there's a bigger space for men, particularly with UK rappers. In fact, rappers in general. In America, hip hop rappers, grime MCs in the UK, there's a space for them to be huge, and people will always accept them. And the thing about rap is that, and I'm purely just kind of talking about rap and spoken word and all that kind of stuff, you know, it's you're speaking, and all you got to do is have the right music underneath you, and that might go. The thing about what we do as singers, but also as women, it's a lot harder. You
have to like us.
You have to like us as people. Because the thing is like, you know, I don't really know Skepta.
Okay.
I wish I did. I don't really know Skepta. I don't really know Skepta, as in I don't go to his Instagram and think, what is Skepta like? I just like Skepta's music.
Just because he got great flows. And,
the thing about being a woman, and this is purely, I'm not speaking falsely here when I say this.
Just your mind.
I think the thing about being a woman, and to be perfectly honest, the thing about being a black woman is that you're waiting, or you feel like you're waiting for the whole world to accept you as well as understand you, and that's the struggle. And I think that's the thing that people don't talk about, is the fact that you know, yes, it's definitely difficult for female artists. We got to look one way, speak one way, act one way, you know, say all the right things at the right moment, don't ever say the wrong thing. But also, you know, when you add to that, as a black female artist, you have an extra layer of stuff to kind of go through, because it's sad to say, but the whole world, and I'm talking about the whole world globally, doesn't accept us yet. Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I'm not saying that we've not moved on. I'm saying we are not accepted like that yet.
We have to be honest. We have to be honest with ourselves. In a way that's like, without trying to sound like the victim. Because as much as being real. As much as it's like all good to say, oh, we're really talented and we're gonna make it and people are gonna love our music, there's more to being a successful artist than just having the great music. And I think that's the thing with the rappers and it shows all the people, with the rappers and all those kind of things. It's like they can not get away with, but they can kind of get away with just having like cool songs for a long time. But obviously the ones that do really well have the whole image and branding together. But in terms of just general music, like they can, it's a lot easier.
You see how it's men though?
Yes.
Because we have, the UK have some of the most exciting female rappers.
Even when in the UK, it's rappers like that, the female rappers, they get all the support and the backing because it's like homegrown. Rather than like, oh, we're gonna champion you and make sure you get where you're meant to go, if that makes sense. And that's why if you look at the UK charts, all our boys are just like, they're killing it. They're getting up to the top spots. Number 3 album, that just did number 3. Blah 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 blah. You got Notes, you got Young Ads, you got Energy, you got all these people just top of the charts, and that's just like a backing of cool. There are boys. Whereas with the girls, we don't get the same, like with the singers I should say. It's not the same, because it's like you should just be expected to make a good song and it do well without anyone giving you the props you deserve, kind of thing. Not that I'm asking you to tell me, oh, you're so good, oh, well done, or everyone go buy the song. But it's like, why should we have any less hype and support?
You watch a guy's rap album come out, and you watch the whole industry champion it. You'll watch everybody, even us you'll watch us, everyone's posting it, everyone's doing, we're all trying to get it to that spot, or like #1 spot in the week. Everybody gets it there. You watch the girls' albums come out and nobody says anything.
Wow.
And that, to me, I'm like, you see, that is the support that we need to work on.
Yes.
Because I don't feel that support. And
right now there's like probably, I don't want to sound, you know, just being real, like there's like very few women in the industry, in the UK I should say, that are actually like, we're gonna support each other. So like, I feel like in Mahalia and I's case, it's like a rare thing it's like a genuine thing, rather than, oh my gosh, she's got a cool song out, oh my gosh, she's doing well right now, let's look like we're hanging out together and make it look great.
Like, we're friends. And this is only like our 5th time hanging out, but we only met like we met face to face like a month ago. But we immediately, you have that connection and that love and that support, and also that support and that want for the person in front of you to do well.
No matter what you're putting out, like we both have, she has her album coming out, I have my EP coming out, and we can sit here and do promo together. Why? Because I support what she does, she supports what I do, and everyone can see that it's genuine. I couldn't sit here with like any like other random singer and just be like, oh yeah, like
So what you are telling me is that the whole generation of female artists are not supporting each other in the UK. That's what you're telling me.
No, that's I don't think those are the words.
I'm scared, guys. Don't hold this
That's not
against
the exact words. It's just like I think
we can be better.
Yeah, it needs to be more. So right now, and I think it's not even just the women. I think everyone needs to just look at themselves. Like she said, an album will come out. It has the potential to be #1. Everyone is like, go stream it, go buy it. I'll put out a project. Yeah, Hamzaa, new project, wonderful.
Yeah, and it's not. I feel like I just want to make a point clear that this isn't two young ladies sat in Paris sounding bitter. No. This is me saying we need to do better. Like as artists, we need to do better. We need to champion everybody. We don't champion what's on and what's hot. We need to champion everybody. And I'm not like one thing that I think we have to recognize, I have to recognize, is that we right now in this position on this camera are privileged. There are people behind us looking to us going, I want to do what they're doing. We have to look at those people and bring those people up. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it doesn't damage anything for us. It doesn't do any harm to us to just to quickly just look down, not even down, to look over and say, hey, come on, like, let's do this together.
And the industry needs to do it too. The industry, the radio stations, the DJs, the blogs, people, they need to start championing people that are coming up. Because I feel like how else do people get put on? That's how you get put on. Somebody finds your music, they put it on.
But what I'm thinking is, this is the same thing for female rappers, because here in France we have a little bit the same problem. But this is especially for the female rappers.
I definitely feel like the female rappers in the UK are underrated.
Yeah,
that's so underrated.
Okay.
Little Sims to me is one of the most fantastic
amazing rappers. Not even female, just
rappers.
Like not even female, the most amazing rapper, and also the most amazing girl. Like just generally the like such a nice human being. And I'm like, and I know that she gets recognition. I'm not saying that she doesn't. I'm saying in my mind,
have more.
She not even could. She should have more.
All right.
And we've been saying this for years. So it's like, when are things going to start to like actually show and change? But yeah, it's not a negative thing.
No, it's not a negative
it's
thing.
Like,
it's like
let's do better. Come on, guys. Like, let's pull it out the back.
Talk about the music. I will say this is really your music are really real. That's this is what I thought. I really fell in love with Diary of Me. I just listened to it 2 weeks ago. That's great. You have a great song in it. How did you describe your music?
I've always described it as psycho-acoustic soul.
Psycho-acoustic. Wow.
Psycho-acoustic soul.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
My music is a blend of like loads of different things. I think it's really easy now for kind of me to say, you know, I'm an R&B artist, but actually, I'm R&B in its purest form. And when I say that, I mean I'm totally rhythm and blues, definitely.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. I feel like you were indie and R&B and blues.
Yeah.
That's what I think, because at the beginning of the project, this is really acoustic, and then it grew up and stopped to be
but that's
more
just me getting
R&B.
older.
Yeah.
Like I feel
that's
like
a project.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
But so in that project, most of those songs were from when I was 13.
Yeah.
So I think people were always confused about how I got to the place that I'm in now.
Yeah.
But in my head I was like, but it makes sense because I was 13 and now I'm 21.
Yeah.
Like my palette, my mind, my musical taste has changed. But the reason why I kind of, you know, when I say R&B, I mean I totally mean old R&B, rhythm and blues, soul, funk, jazz music.
In its purest form.
Yeah, the reason why I am funny with that, with the genre, no, not with the genre, but with people saying she's an R&B singer about me, is because how they mean it now. All they mean about, like, people will take a nice melody and nice music and go, that's R&B. And I'm like, that's mad, because that to me is not R&B.
Yeah, and a lot of R&B musicians are mixing with the hip-hop music, so it's not really...
it's so different, exactly. Yeah. So I would say that I am R&B, but I'm R&B in the way that I mean it from back then.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm R&B now, or what is classed as R&B now. So that's why I say psychoacoustic soul.
All right.
But honestly, I'm just a musician.
that's what everybody say.
I know, it's like
I prefer you to describe your music and say psychoacoustic. That's you just describing your music. So I think that's great. And your music, how did you describe it?
I usually say
I would say powerful, me. Yeah, there is something very powerful in your music.
If I had to put a genre label on it, I would say like pop soul.
Pop soul, all right.
Yeah, so like it's pop music in a sense that it's like a wide kind of spectrum. I wouldn't really be able to put it in like, oh, this is R&B, this is jazz, but I would say it's soul at the same time. So soul, pop, soul. But I think I say soul because of where the music comes from, and like it's a very much storytelling and like from inside here and inside here and other people's hearts and heads, and I think that's what soul music is. It's just from the heart. It's just pure like expression. I think, and I say pop because of the style of music that I write is very like, you know, standardized and just like it comes because exactly. It's kind of for the masses, I guess.
You have to. You want to be global.
I mean, yeah, but you don't have to compromise your sound to be global.
No, because you're still soul.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I understand your sound. Okay, great. It was a great conversation. I would like to stay here even for 1 more hours, but I have to go. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so super interview. J'espère que vous avez apprécié. N'oubliez pas de liker, de commenter cette vidéo. Donnez-nous votre point de vue sur la musique des UK en général, sur Mahalia et sur Hamzaa. Et on se dit à la prochaine.